Eagles Shirley. We got her on the show to talk a little bit of Eagles football with us.
Let's
Shirley,
go.
what's going
on?
Let's
go.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Woo!
Yo, listen. I'm sitting here listening to y'all. I'm like, bring me on that college football talk too, you know.
What you got to say? What you got to say to
really,
wrap it up? What you got to wrap up on the college football talk?
No, it's all good. I was only able to watch the Ohio game and what's his name? That just retired. I just want to give my shout outs to him too. And like I was watching him way back when, and I just thought he was just hilarious, calling the games or calling who was going to win, watching to see what scout hat he was going to put on to call a game. So when I watched that last game, I knew he was going to pick Ohio. Though I had a feeling he was right. He was right there in their home state. How are you going to pick the other team? He could not do that. They would have tore his head up.
Oh yeah. I love it. Well, Shirley, we're very appreciative that you can make it on. I mean, obviously, you're big in the Eagles community. I mean, so we can get off on the right foot here. I'm a diehard Packers fan, but Eagles have always been always been my number two. Right when I was a kid growing up, Donovan McNabb was my favorite player. Play with him on Madden all the time. So I always had love. I had the Eagles fat head in my room, so it's all love over here. Even though when it comes time in the NFC Championship game, I'm gonna be hoping we'll be busting the Kelly Green ass a little bit, but. Tell us about your journey a little bit. Like, what got you to be an Eagles super fan? Like, what was like kind of been the journey for you so far?
Let me officially say thank you for having me, to Joey, you and Austin. Thank y'all so much for having me on your show. Absolutely. I wish y'all nothing but much success. Thank you. So my family's a sports family. Way back when my brother played football, my uncle played football, my aunts, my mom. I ran track at William Penn High. My son played community football. My grandson now played for West Philadelphia High. He's on the O-line, D-line, big young man. Family down south. So sports is just in my blood. I just can't help it. And baseball, my grandfather used to watch it. All day baseball was on in the 70s and the 80s. So I'm sitting there watching. It was only one TV, right? The big TV on the floor. Remember the big floor TV with wood made out of wood? So had baseball on. So I love.
We had another TV on top of ours.
I love all sports, but how I came to love football more than anything, because we played it out in the streets. They don't do that no more. We had all the games outside. Man, okay, I'm not even going there. We can go offline and talk because I can go. But anyway, we had fun growing up. We had a childhood. We played football. So it wasn't no girls couldn't play and none of that. Everybody on the block played. So, but as I got older and stuff, and I realized like in the 90s, I kind of was like doing my own thing. And then I started back watching football again, and I was watching my brother. He taught me the game. And from there, it's just like, I just had to watch football with my family. That's the Sundays. We doing the thing, watching football, having a nice time going on. And I got different family members that's not all Eagles fans. I got Dallas members, Washington Commanders, you name it, Lottie Dottie, got family members. But we always held it down for the Eagles. No matter what, we held it down.
I would hope so. That's gotta be tough having the whole division in the family like that. I'm sure it got hot. And then some of the
it did. But my mom, God rest her soul, no one overruled her. No matter what team you were for, if you come into our household, you an Eagles fan, or you keep your mouth shut or don't come. Period.
I respect the shit out of that.
Eagles, Shirley, can I just cut you off a little bit? Because I listen, and I want to say I'm an ex-Cowboy fan. I'm an ex-Cowboy.
You found the light.
I stopped liking them last year. My whole family from Philly and South Philly, my cousins and them ran for Mount Airy. My uncle and aunt are Hall of Famers at Drexel basketball, so I got nothing but
Drexel. I'm a dragon.
Yeah, nothing but roots up there. But can you tell me, because I know them all the time, they call me all the time, what was one of your favorite Eagle moment or just memory of the Eagles?
So, what year was that? 2004? Mm-hmm. Was it 2004 when we played against Tampa Bay in the playoffs? Mm-hmm. It was snowing in Philadelphia real bad. It had stopped, and we won the playoff, the advance. So it had to be 2004. It had to be 2004 because we went to a commercial. I'll never forget. We ran outside, and my uncle, God rest his soul, we ran outside, I'm yelling and screaming. Yeah, oh my God. He tackles me in the snow. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? And I'm fighting for my life. And he helped me up. He like, yeah, Niecy, we going to the Super Bowl. We going to the Super Bowl. But you tackled your niece in the snow, dude. Come on. You a Philadelphia officer. You big and strong, but you tackled me. Next to game, you just tackled me in the snow. But that game, it brought all our family together. My mom, all of us, my brothers, my uncles, my cousins, whoever, no matter what team you played for, it didn't matter. Football always brought us together. I mean, we are a close family anyway, but sports, on a Sunday, no matter what day, but especially Sunday, we having those dinners, the big dinners and all that stuff. That game meant a lot because at that time I had did some commercials for the Philadelphia Eagles. And then from the Philadelphia Eagles commercials, it turned into, they were called You Can't Script This. And then that turned into a documentary that I was part of. So they was filming at my house. And that playoff game that they won, that advanced them, further in the playoffs. I will never forget that game only because I think it was against Atlanta with Michael Vick. I'm trying to. It had to be Michael Vick in Atlanta 2004.
I'll say 04.
Okay, I will have to look that up. But that game was big for me only because of the loved ones that were there who's no longer here, and the love for the game it just grows and grows and grows. But that win for us to advance in the playoffs, it was big for me, and I would never forget that. I know we didn't win the Super Bowl, but the way we got to the Super Bowl, Terrell Owens got hurt, then he came back. Oh man,
yeah.
Why did I bring that up?
Oh yeah, I can only imagine because for me, again, I was like in like 5th, 6th grade at that point. So yeah, it was 2005. It was in the NFC Championship game against Vic. They won 27-10. And then obviously it went how it went because even then I was like cheering for them. Those teams were awesome. When you got was Javon Curse on the defense, Jeremiah Trotter, Brian Dawkins. That team. I remember they had Freddie Mitchell, and like one of my core memories growing up was that Freddie Mitchell was against the Packers. It was like 3rd and 25, some shit like that, and they got it.
With the 4th and 26, the hands.
Yeah, that one. Oh, that one sends me to a dark place every time it comes in the dark place. Yeah, that should have never have happened. Oh my God. So now we're both in a tough spot. But Shirley, I know you're gonna have some predictions for us for this season. We were very curious to understand, like, what are you thinking for this Eagles team this season? Like, if you had like a big 3 type of predictions for this team this year, like, what do we think? Where are you coming from?
So this is my philosophy on it. Like, I'm not big into all the hoopla before the season start because at the end of the day, you got the mini camps, you got the training camps, you got all that stuff. Then you got the preseason games. You got all. You need that 53-man roster, and still, owners and GMs may not be finished. I know Howie may not be finished. Maybe
always cooking
right now, but at the end of the day, I've been watching and studying. If you pay attention to the Philadelphia Eagles as of late, we want to put the best product out there on the field at all times, no matter what. So I keep hearing we lost some pieces on defense. I don't know what our defense is going to be like. I hear that every year. If it wasn't offense, it was defense. It was always something that anybody would talk, as far as media, would talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. At the end of the day, we have to prove who we are every year, period. No matter who the people are, besides that locker room, them guys in that locker room, they know what they can do. The coaches know what they can do. The defense, Coach Vic know what they can do. And he know who he needs to bring in, general manager. Just think about it. I did not know, and I like that Johnny Wilson was one of my picks. The wide receiver that got hurt in the Bengals game. I was like, oh my gosh, no. But what's the boy name that he brought in? Mechie, right?
Mechie, John Mechie, yep.
Mechie. But go back and look when he got brought in. Everybody like, why? We don't need another wide receiver. Wait, but you don't know what's going on in the back end. You didn't know that boy got hurt and how bad he was hurt, and now he's out for the whole year. Howie is on it when you're not even thinking about it. He's looking at it, he's assessing, and he's doing his thing. So I want to say to the folks that never want to give us a chance, that we always got to prove ourselves. We don't owe nobody nothing. The Philadelphia Eagles don't have to prove nothing to nobody but to themselves and to each other. So my prediction for our defense is to stay true to who you are. And I believe that Coach Vic, if the guy's not ready, that's on that field, that cannot hold down or lock down on a running back or a wide receiver, or if you're on a lineman and you can't hold your position and our quarterback getting hurt, pull him. I'm just saying, let them sit for a play, let them sit, and bring somebody else in. But they don't really do that. But I would do that. That's why I'm not like that. But far as prediction, I know what our team is going to do because they don't have to prove nobody nothing. Now, who do have to prove on Thursday night is Dallas.
I was just coming to that, Miss Shirley.
Let's talk about it.
They got a new coach.
Coming there.
Dak just came back. Come on now.
Talk that talk.
They got to see what the defense look like without Mekhi Parsons. You know what I mean? And now you got CD. You got Pickens. Come on. They got something to prove. We don't. We're going to go there and play football and have fun. I'm going to stop there and let y'all talk because I can go all day about Thursday night football.
Miss Shirley, you're talking to a real Philadelphian. When you hear bull come out of their mouth, they don't say boy, they say bull. You talking to somebody straight from Philly when she say that bull. Hey, listen, when I heard that, Miss Shirley, I said, oh, Lord, that Philly coming to her.
Oh, Lord.
And I know you say Dallas actually has to prove a lot against Philly. But now you and I both know, Miss Shirley, that Dak has.
You can drop the miss. I'm just Shirley.
Oh, all right, Shirley.
Yeah.
So I'm from Virginia, so I'm just all down south. Just got all the manners in the world.
I get it.
But Shirley,
Miss Shirley take too long for you to get out what you want to say. So just Shirley, let's cut to the chase, man.
Listen,
Eagles need you on the side. Eagles need you on the sideline.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Dak has always had success against the Eagles. So let's be clear. He doesn't really have to prove much against Philly because he's always had good games against Philly. Now, I do think Dallas defense is coming in where Philly are thinking, hey, they don't have Micah Parsons. We may be able to take advantage of them. But to me, as a collective, I think the Dallas defense will be a little bit better because they won't have to just rely on Micah Parsons trying to make a whole bunch of plays, because now we're starting to hear a lot of time Micah was doing his own thing on the defense. Now some of the teammates are starting to come out and saying he wasn't staying in scheme, he wasn't staying with his assignment. Sometimes Micah would just go do Micah, and yes, sometimes it make plays, but we know when you got to stop the run, you have to play assignment football. So I think the Dallas defense will be just a tad bit better assignment football coming in Thursday. And Pickens won't be playing because he's getting suspended for PEDs. I heard he's getting suspended indefinitely for PEDs. But I mean,
wait a minute.
I mean, I'm telling you, I heard he's on that test, but I don't know why he's taking it. But I'm telling you. And I know I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan anymore, so this kind of hurts me, It kind of hurt me, Shirley. But I think Dallas will. I think
this is
Dallas
real?
will. No. I think Dallas will win because y'all are coming off.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Y'all coming off a Super Bowl win, so y'all still
no. Wait a minute.
Still drinking champagne.
No. They been stopped that 2 weeks in. They stopped that. Listen. See, you've been a Dallas Cowboy fan for so long. Jalen Hurts is not the normal quarterback.
No,
he's not the normal quarterback. Shaquan Barkley is not the normal running back. Their mentality is totally different. But I'm going to go back to something you was talking about, far as who has to prove something. I wasn't saying that Dak had to prove anything to us. He got to prove something to Jerry Jones. He ain't got to prove nothing to us. He got to prove something to his owner, That's who he has to prove something to, because he keep getting hurt and he just gave him all that money and he can't stay on the field, and Jerry Jones don't like that because he brought up a couple of times. So that's who he got to prove something to. And regarding the defense, we're not sleeping on nobody. We have to rely on what we do on offense. That's what we have to rely on. We're not worrying about, we respect other opponents because we have to play them. But at the end of the day, the Eagles have to focus on what the Eagles can do, should do, would do. Not like have to fall into, okay, we coming off the Super Bowl. That's the old Eagles from the Super Bowl 52. That's not this Eagles 50-59. Yeah. We ain't still taking no champagne. We ain't doing that.
You know what?
Stopped after 2 weeks.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I missed this one, but I had no idea Pickens is actually suspended for four games. Pickens is actually suspended, and to me, that plays in the Eagles' favor because look, I think we're the Eagles, and they brought in Ja'Cory Bennett. Obviously, Quinyon Mitchell is a dog, but what are you going to get with the Dory Jackson, Keely Ringo? I think that DB room outside of Quinyon Mitchell and Ja'Cory Bennett's nice. I think he'll be a good player, but outside of Quinyon, like really, I think there's going to be some figuring out what they really have there. And so to not have to go against Pickens and Lamb in week 1, I think is definitely playing to their favor to open up the season, as those guys are, Bennett's new. Quinyon, again, I wish he was a Green Bay Packer real bad. And then my only other thing for the Eagles that I'm a little bit, and look, again, Nolan Smith, you want to talk about just an outright dog and is going to get in your face. Like, he has got characteristics of Micah Parsons. I'm not saying he is. He has characteristics with how he plays and just gets after it. I love him. But, they don't have Brandon Graham anymore. It's Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt. I don't know if you feel like amazing about your edge rush right now until they start proving themselves. So I'm a little worried there too.
Well, I went to I know that you can't take stuff away from the training and preseason and all that, but you look for certain things that they're supposed to do while they playing the game, right? And before I got on the call, maybe around a couple of hours ago, I took one more watch of the Super Bowl because I was there in New Orleans. So I watched the game a few hours ago, and I saw some plays that defense made. Nolan Smith is one of them, and not really Jalen Hurts, but I believe in him because I saw some plays that he made during preseason. These guys are hungry, and although Brandon Graham is not playing, they are still in their ears. You know what I mean? They are still in their ears, and I know number 2, Darius, he's not here no more, but when he kept saying, I'm getting them prepared. I'm getting Slay. I'm getting them prepared. I'm getting them prepared. I'm getting them prepared. He was getting them prepared because he knew he was moving on. So that gave me peace, on that side of the ball. So I am good with where they at right now, but the test and trials is not going to come until they play, on Thursday night. And then they're going to have to make adjustments. So we are looking at, for me, this is what I do. The first 5 minutes, I give sloppiness, I give whatever. The first 5 minutes of any Eagles game, I just give it to them. Like, far as they ain't practice, they ain't do preseason. The first couple of games, that's what I do. That's what I do to ease my mind. If something goes bad that shouldn't go bad, or the penalties, the calling, or whatever the case may be on defense or on offense, that they blew a play or jumped off sides or whatever the case may be, I give them 5. After that 5 minutes, now I'm on them. I'm on them. I'm in their butt, and then I might have to call. When I call up to the station, make my points. But the first 5 minutes, especially if they ain't really played in the preseason, what do you expect of them? Of any of these teams, not just the Eagles. What do you expect of any of these teams that haven't really the starters played?
Or do y'all play at home? Or do y'all play at home, Shirley? Or
yes, Thursday night football.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing, and I'm gonna leave this with you. That in 13 games, guess what? He's 9-4. He got 24 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. So we know that Prescott will bring his best. And like I said, I'm not a Dallas fan, but I just know he's coming off a season when he was hurt. He was coming off a season he was hurt. I think he has a lot. They didn't put him in the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm telling you, somebody's coming in with a chip on their shoulder, and it's Dak Prescott, and he plays well against the Eagles. So early, I would never bet on Eagles against Dallas. And even if when Dak's healthy, he's just exceptional against y'all. So I think y'all have a better roster, but I just know Dax kind of has y'all number. He has Vic Fangio's number. So
Vic, but no, you can't say he has Vic number. You can't say that.
Okay.
You can't say that. It's going to be different. It's going to be different for both sides, for both teams, because they made changes, we made changes.
Mm-hmm.
We got different players, so different management. For not head coaches, but far as Dallas got a new head coach, and he's looking to make a name for himself. He's looking at the create plays and to test our defense. He's looking to because he wants to win too. But I don't care about what Dallas want to do. I only care about what our Eagles is going to show up and prove to everybody that, not only that we are the champions, but that on that day, they a football team playing against another football team trying to become 1-0.
Yeah. 1-0.
They're not even thinking. Sorry. I apologize.
No, you're good.
Oh, man,
no, you're good. No, it's.
I think you're a fan and a Dallas.
Listen, I'm trying to get you turned up, Shirley.
It don't take much. It don't take much.
Yeah, I see.
I was going to say, where I think this is going to be a super interesting way to start the season, like you said, Shirley, is lots of new coaches in this one. Brian Schottenheimer takes over. They got Eberflus in there now. Eagles' new offensive coordinator, Kevin Patu. I know he's been with the team, but now he's in there. There's a ton of new coaches and a new systems getting put into this. This week one should be real interesting. And look, here's my only other thing when it comes to the Eagles and what that means. Kellen Moore, correct me if I'm wrong, he was there for one season, correct?
Right.
Yeah. So, and from a quarterback, thankfully Jalen Hurts is tenured. He's a vet now, because when you generally are bouncing around system to system to system, even though they're a good team, that doesn't help necessarily. Now, Saquon just got rid of the number one player in football. They got the number one player in legitimately football in their backfield, and Jalen Hurts is as good of a running threat as anyone. Is he the best passer in the world? Absolutely not. But the way the offense works with him, it's so dynamic and it's so impressive. And look, he makes a lot of good throws, and does he know how to get the ball to AJ Brown? Is that just man? He knows how to get the ball. Go ahead.
I'm so tired of everyone judging how this man passed the ball. That man said out his mouth. Jalen Hurts said out his mouth. He now. He learned that what is needed is just to win.
Yeah.
It's just to win. So this is not football from the 70s, the 80s, or even the 90s. This is not Tom Brady, the demands. This is not, none of this is not Montana. This is not This is not none of them. This is Jalen Hurts. The way he go back to the Super Bowl and look how he threw those passes. Like, come on with that.
No, you're right.
I just don't get how they judge him. And I'm not even talking about you. You just hit a sore spot with me, because I keep hearing it on the different social media, on the different the media outlets. They keep talking about his passing game. Mm-hmm. If the wide receivers catch the ball, or the tight end catch the ball, or if there's a play for the running back to catch the ball and they catch the ball, I don't get it. What are they looking for? They're looking for the certain way for the ball to spiral a certain way. Well, I don't get it. What are they looking for? I don't get it. If the ball is caught,
we only saying it, Shirley, because remember AJ Brown said it last year too, though. He came out.
But why did he say it? Think about why he said it.
Because Jalen Hurts couldn't get him the ball, so he was like, "Hey,
we was running the ball.
That passing game needs to prove a little bit." So
right. So it wasn't about him, but it wasn't about him not passing the ball. It was about we was running the ball more. Think about it.
Would you rather have Dak or Jalen Hurts? Which one you would rather have with your team, Dak or Jalen Hurts? Be honest too. Who you think's better? Who you think's better?
Who I think is better? You can't compare.
They're different type of players. They're different types.
Wait a minute. You can't compare how long they've been in the league. So
who's the better
how
quarterback?
Do you want me to analyze that and really answer that fairly?
Who's the better quarterback?
I'm going to say Jalen is, because you know why? What he got that Dak don't have.
The ring.
What he got on that finger?
The ring.
Got the ring.
Come on, man.
Trent Dilfer got
my
a
quarterback.
Trent Dilfer got a ring though. Sean King
There's
got a
always
ring
that.
though. I
There's
could go
always
down
that.
a list of a whole bunch.
That's not the
bad
point. You just
quarterbacks.
asked me.
You right.
You
I'm
just
sorry,
asked me a
Shirley. I'm
question.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
no, no.
sorry.
Seriously. No, but at the end of the day, if you take the longevity of Dak versus Jalen Hurts, it's no comparison. That's not fair.
Yeah.
He's been in the league longer. He has a longer arm of things that he's done compared to Jalen Hurts. Dak has not went through every year of having a new coordinator.
No, yeah.
Come on, man.
That's true. Look, and
y'all, oh my goodness. See, I'm getting mad at you, man.
I'm pressing them buttons.
He's pressing
Shirley.
buttons over here. He's trying to test how far he can go. You made a good point, though. I was going to say, I think your point is like, look, they win. They got a ring. And look, does he make – and I think the problem is with Jalen is we live in this social media world now because everyone's like expects every quarterback to be Patrick Mahomes or prime Aaron Rodgers. And if you're not that, then you're not good enough. And then they see that he doesn't lead the NFL in any passing stats ever. And yes, we can all be honest. He doesn't hit the deep ball as consistently as he could. But it does not take away from the talents that he has and how just incredibly dynamic that offense can be because of his presence. At the end of the day, it's only about winning and how you get there. And I think that question like Dak or Jalen is like, it's tough because look, for me, and just hear me out, I think Dak is probably a better quarterback, just simply quarterback passing the ball. But I would rather have an offense with Jalen Hurts in it. Those are two different things. And I think I can win more with Jalen Hurts in my offense. Even if Dak is technically a little better passer, maybe he's a little bit more prolific, had some more MVP type throwing performances than Jalen. But I would think I'd rather have an offense with Jalen Hurts in it. Just because it's so hard to stop the Eagles offense with Jalen Hurts on the field. And he don't get hurt.
Because he's a double threat, right? Yeah, he's a double threat. Yeah. That's why I was asking how do you really assess and answer that question? Which quarterback is better? One been in the league longer than the other. He has some ups and downs, but why haven't Dak made it to the point where he's in the second round of the playoffs? Like, what is the stop?
Not elevating.
Like, why you got me thinking about my Philadelphia 76ers right now? Come on now.
Joel Embiid. Hey, how about we wrap this one up, Shirley? Let's wrap it up with what is your – now we got high over the Cowboys and Eagles, and I love that. What is your final score prediction for the Eagles-Cowboys kicking off the NFL season this Thursday? What a way to start the season. Come on.
So, I don't do scores.
I know you don't, but I need it.
Let me tell you why I don't do scores. Because I don't want to undersell my team. Nope. If I give them a score and they score higher than it, I believe in them. All right, so my prediction is that I do see them winning. I do see it being a little sloppy game on both sides because of, like I said, it's too many players, not even just players, coaches. It's a lot going on. The announcers just going to be talking about Dallas and their issues, and they're going to be talking about us having new guys. It's just going to be all of that. You just got the 11 guys on the field, and we need them to focus, and I believe they're going to focus. But I think they're going to try a little bit too hard. So the game might be a little close, but the Eagles won't come out on top.
Okay. I love that. And then okay, I was going to say,
okay.
Go ahead, Yuma.
Oh, no. Before we close out, Shirley, I just want to say I appreciate you. You are the life of the party. I could tell. I would love to be around you at a game. I won't have my Cowboy jersey, but I'm coming to a game this year. But before we go, we know you have wrote a book about the NFL. Joey, let us know that you are a writer yourself too. So can you just give us a few things on the book that you wrote? Plug it in a little bit. Where can we find it? What's it about? How you came with it?
So I wrote. So I teach football 101 do's and don'ts for the ladies. And yes, and in my class, it's not about the X's and O's. It's about what you should do before, during, and after the game, or what you shouldn't do. Okay. Some of the ladies not sure, or people they want to ask questions. They don't know when it's the right time to ask questions. And I tell them football is all year round, although it's not played all year round. And then I give them the NFL schedule, and I tell them if y'all want to plan stuff, or sometimes you might have to plan around the schedule. They like, what? I said, listen, football is Mondays right now, Sundays and Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays. Then special days is Fridays, right? Sometimes they might throw in a Wednesday or a Saturday if it's a week, if it's a holiday or something. So I try to let them know like the schedule really matters. So we talk about stuff like that. When is the right time to go to the bathroom when you're at a game? I mean, when you're at somebody's house. I'm just saying.
Fire. That's
good.
actually original.
Oh, it's stuff like that.
I'm gonna buy that for my mom because she's been watching football for 30 years. I played quarterback in high school. I played receiver in college, and she knows absolutely nothing. Just gonna talk me to death during the whole game. What is that play? Why did he? I'm gonna buy that book for her because goddamn, she needs to know the do's and don'ts
I appreciate that.
Football.
Yeah.
But that's awesome.
Well, thank you for allowing me to share that.
Absolutely, it looks like
excited. And I have a book signing coming up at Chickies and Pete's down on Packer Avenue, September the 6th too. So a couple of things coming up.
Packer Avenue, I like it already. It looks like book is on Amazon. Football 101, do's and don'ts for the ladies, things you should know before the game, during, and after the game. Shirley, thank you so much for coming on Chirping Eagles with us. You are an absolute electric factory. I love the passion. You know what you are talking about. There's going to be some damn good value in that book. I can just tell.
Yeah. So it's a little humor too. It's good. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Hey,
thank you,
go Birds!
Go Birds! EAGLES Eagles.
EAGLES Eagles.
All right. See you, Shirley. Thank you.
So much.
Shirley.
God bless.
Thank you.